my fellow goths. I have something exciting to talk about today, which is what came in my mail yesterday. Weeks ago I ordered the special edition of Gallows Eve's new CD, and it's here, and I want to talk about it. So, this is the CD. This is the actual album that released on the 10th. It's about like half a week old now, a little bit. And it came in my mail yesterday, and I immediately just plugged it into my car and I went driving and I listened to the whole thing, and I want to talk about it. But you know, since this was the limited edition sort of thing, I also got some other stuff. So I got a signed card, which is very nice to have. I got this little extra like EP, or it's for it's three songs and a little something basically, but we will talk about this as well. And then they sent me these. Like, they sent me stickers. They actually just sent me sticker anxiety, so thank you for that. Now I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put these, and that is way too much commitment for me. Anyway, let's talk about what you came to hear, the music. This is the second album that they have released in 2 years, which is insane. I will say, yes, goth music genre has been thriving lately, and we've been a lot more spoiled than we used to be. But 2 full albums of goth rock in 2 years? Goths are not used to that rate of release, let me tell you. So thank you, Gallows Eve, for that, but also please sleep. Yeah, these are 9 songs that they released on this album. 2 of them, Ars Corax and We Chase the Dark, were released as singles beforehand, so we heard those, but the rest of the album definitely holds up. The 2 songs that they picked out were not just, you know, like the only 2 good songs of the album and then the rest of it is like, meh, no. It's pretty much all the same quality. So I especially want to talk about The Drowned. The Drowned is this album's most interesting song for me, because it's definitely, you know, the flex song, if you know what I mean. Like, every album tends to have one of those where each member of the band just gets to show off their talents, like all of their talents, everything that they have, everything they know how to do, you know, whether it makes sense or not for the actual song. But even though these flex songs don't tend to be like the best work of the album or the best work of the band or whatever, they are always the most interesting to me, because, you know, it's like a chef that opens up his fridge and just shows you all of the ingredients and just says, look what I have to work with. And I just love seeing that, because it gives you so much hope for the future. In this one song, they have so many elements that they can pick and choose from and just hone in on and like just make magic out of it. They even have, sort of, with The Hunger, the epilogue song of this album. I really, really like this song, which is interesting because my favorite on the old album was To the Lighthouse, which was also the epilogue song. So maybe I have a thing for Gallows Eve epilogue songs, but... The hunger is exactly what I talked about. It's taking one of my favorite elements of the Drowned and sort of just focusing in on that one. So if you listen to both of the songs, I think you can hear what I mean. What I mean by that. And yeah, I'm so happy. I thought, because To the Lighthouse on the last album kind of stood a little bit on its own legs. It was a little bit more experimental than the rest, I felt, that they had on that album. And I was hoping they would go more in that direction here, and they haven't too much, but it is an element in the Drowned. It is still there. So they are still advertising it. They're still saying, hey, we can still do this, which is why I'm saying it's such a work of hope. It makes me feel like it's going to come back, even though it wasn't a focus on this album. It's going to come back again in the future, and I'm looking forward to that. But talking about that, this thing, this little like extra thing that not everybody gets, this is something that they gave to the people who bought the limited edition, which I think was maybe 75. They had 75 copies of that, I think. So that might be sold out now, but yeah, I mean, you can go to the company M&A Music Art and see if they have it, because this little thing, it includes the final song on this thing. See, I'm telling you, I have a thing for the last song. What Remains of You and I. It says it's a demo song, but it's more of that experimental stuff that I liked from To the Lighthouse. So I actually got a little sprinkle of what I really wanted, and only because I bought the limited edition. So this is a little unfair, but hey, I'll take it. For all the times you left me alone, as you cry my devil's chair, with every tear I'm bleeding out, with every minute I die. Don't make me stop. Something else that they have on this is the flagship song of their last album, Lullaby. They have a different version of it here. So they have the Swamp Rat version of Lullaby, which is a lot slower, it's a lot darker, it's a lot more atmospheric, it's a little less poppy, if you can say that. And I think they were smart releasing Lullaby as the version that they had on that album, because I think that definitely works better to draw people in. But as someone who's quite familiar with Lullaby at this point, I will say I like this version a lot better. It's a lot more goth in a way. I really like it. So it's become my new favorite version of Lullaby. Whoops. And I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, I'm so happy that I have this, and I'm very sad that other people don't get to have this. Maybe there are still some, I don't know. But I wanted to talk about these two because we get so much post-punk, and I love post-punk. It's my favorite of all of the goth genres, but I don't love that much goth rock, because goth rock is hard. Goth rock is very hard to get right, which is why it has mostly stayed in the 90s, the classics. And today we have a lot of goth rock coming out, but I don't feel connected to most of what's coming out now. So I'm so glad that this band exists and that they're doing what they're doing, because they're giving me something else, you know? I love my post-punk, but sometimes I just need something else. And this is so good. So I can't wait. I can't wait to have more. I just got this. This album is half a week old, and I can't wait to have their next one. And I want them to give me more to the Lighthouse, okay? I want that song again, but different. Isn't that what we always want? We want more of what we love, but different. This album is definitely worth getting. It's so good, even if it's not to the Lighthouse.